History of 8K screen technology. History. Japan's public broadcaster, NHK, was the first to start research and development of 4320p resolution in 1995. The format was standardized by SMPTE in October 2007, interface standardized by SMPTE in August 2010 and recommended as the international standard for television by LTUR in 2012. Followed by public displays at electronics shows and screenings of 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi and public viewings in February 2014, and the FIFA World Cup in Brazil in June 2014 using HEVC with partners Astro Design and Ikegami Electronics. On January 6, 2015, the MHL Consortium announced the release of the Super MHL specification, which will support 8K resolution at 120 frames per second, 48-bit video, the Rec 2020 color space, high dynamic range support, a 32-pin reversible Super MHL connector, and power charging of up to 40 watts. On March 1, 2016, the Video Electronics Standards Association, VESA, unveiled DisplayPort 1.4, a new format that lets the use of 8K resolution, 7680x4320, at 60 Hz with HDRR and 32 audio channels through USB-C. On January 4, 2017, the HDMI Forum announced HDMI 2.1 featuring support for 8K video with HDR, will be released early in Q2 2017. 8K resolution. 8K resolution refers to any screen or display with around 8,000 pixels width. 8K UHD, officially also known UHD2, is the current highest ultra-high-definition television, UHDTV, resolution in digital television, digital cinematography, and digital signage. 8K in 8K UHD refers to the horizontal resolution of 7,680 pixels, forming the total image dimensions of 7680x4320, also known as 4320p, which refers to the vertical resolution. 8K UHD has twice as many horizontal and twice as many vertical pixels as 4K UHD, as well as 4 times the linear resolution of 1080p, Full HD, and 6 times the linear resolution of 720p. 8K displays are able to produce images with such smooth gradients and high levels of sharpness that objects shown can appear even more realistic than in the real world. This phenomenon is referred to as hyperrealism. High-resolution displays such as 8K allow for each pixel to be indistinguishable to the human eye when viewed at a typical distance from the screen. 8K resolution can also be used for the purpose of creating enhanced lower-resolution videos through a combination of cropping techniques and slash or with downsampling techniques used in video and film editing. Resolution such as 8K allows filmmakers to shoot in a high resolution with a wide lens or at a further distance, in the case of potentially dangerous subjects, such as in wildlife documentaries, by being able to zoom and crop digitally in post-production. The technique involves taking a portion of the original 8K image and cropping it to match a smaller resolution such as the current industry standard for high-definition televisions, 4K, 1080p, and 720p. 8K display resolution is the successor to 4K resolution. TV manufacturers pushed to make 4K a new standard by 2017. The feasibility of a fast transition to this new standard is questionable in view of the absence of broadcasting resources. It is predicted that 8K-ready devices will still only account for 3% of UHD TVs by 2023, with global sales of 11 million units a year. However, TV manufacturers remain optimistic as the 4K market grew much faster than expected, with actual sales exceeding projections nearly six-fold in 2016. As of 2018, few cameras had the capability to shoot video in 8K, with NHK being one of the only companies to have created a small broadcasting camera with an 8K image sensor. By 2018, Red Digital Cinema Camera Company had delivered 3 8K cameras in both a full-frame sensor and Super 35 sensor. Until major content sources are available, 8K is speculated to become a mainstream consumer display resolution around 2023 as mentioned in UHD Forum Phase B recommendations. Despite this, filmmakers are pushing demand for 8K cameras due to their ability to capture better 4K footage.